what is. Just wrecked out 45. We're at the cemetery, got one running.
At approximately 5:53 a.m., police were called to report an armed robbery and vehicle theft involving a blue Ford F-150. Shortly afterward, a patrolling officer located a truck matching the description.
San 114 vehicles taking off from me, might clear to pursuit.
Affirmative, the robbery.
During the robbery, the victim reported that a man armed with a handgun demanded money, fired a shot, and fled in the victim's truck with approximately $11,000 in cash.
South of Mesquite. We're now westbound. He just hit a wall going through the alleyway. Hello, ma'am. My name's Corporal Reyes, Carlsbad Police Department. So, your gas meter was hit by a person who was fleeing from us. Yes. He rounded the corner and went through the alleyway, and then he took out your gas meter. So. Look like two males, one driver, one passenger. We're going through the Wacos eastbound. Now we're south towards the cemetery. We're going through the cemetery right now. He's eastbound on Juarez. Just wrecked out 45. We're at the cemetery, got one running.
Yeah, 10 through the air, call back.
Put your hands up! Put your fucking hands up! Put your hands up! Let me see your other fucking hand!
It's broken!
Let me see your other hand! Put it up!
It's broken!
Put it up!
It's broken!
Put your fucking hand up!
Bro, I promise I'm a kid. It's broken!
Put your fucking hand up! I swear to God!
It's broken!
Open the door and get the fuck out! Get on the fucking ground!
Oh, it's broken, please. It's broken. Sit down. Oh,
Emergency traffic only.
Get down! Get down! Get down on the ground! I'm gonna shoot you! Get down! Get down on the ground! Get down on the ground! Do it now! Let me see your hands! Let me see your hands! Turn around! Turn around! Turn around!
what's going on?
Put your hands behind your back! Put your hands behind your back!
I don't have nothing. I don't have no weapon, sir. All I have is my money, sir.
At this point.
All I have is my money on me. What's going on? Okay, man.
Other units come down, great.
Hey, we're good. Where's the other one?
Hey.
You guys are good? We're good.
What's wrong, dude?
You guys got the other one?
Oh, where's the other one? We got him over there.
You got the other one?
Broken. Yeah.
Alright, we got two. We got both of them. City, right?
Therefore,
so
all
that's my
units
money,
downgrade. All units downgrade.
Here's my money. That's it.
You have any guns?
No.
You guys have the other
No
one
weapon, sir.
at the
I
truck?
just gotta check, boss.
Here's my money, dude. That's it.
Alright, he's good.
First.
Get up!
What's going on, dude? What's going on? What's going on, bro? Can you tell me what's going on?
Just be quiet.
Can you tell me what's going on?
Just be quiet, boss. We'll talk to you right now.
Nothing, dude. That's crazy. What's going on, dude? Hurry up. What's the matter? What did I do wrong? Hey.
Hey, Austin, you want me to go ahead and...
Officers observed cash scattered throughout the vehicle at the scene. Further searches reveals way more money than the suspect claims.
All the cash. All over there.
There's no gun?
They probably tossed it. We'll see. I'll let you do a search warrant on it.
Oh, yeah, there's cash.
Just don't touch anything.
Yeah.
Just in case, because he was also in the red. Did you get everything out of his underwear?
I knew it was cutting up here, bro. I knew it was cutting up here. For minor.
How much money did you have? Do you know?
4,000 or 5,000.
5,000?
Yeah, 4 or 5,000.
Okay. It's all hundreds?
It's crazy, bro.
Hold on, I'm counting money.
Alright,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8,050? Double count it for me. Do you need me over there?
yeah.
The suspect with the broken arm, named Daniel Lopez, was known to law enforcement from prior cases, with outstanding warrants at the time of his arrest.
It's all right.
You are all right? You're hurting? I think the ambulance is coming. Do you remember me? You don't remember me? Detective Joey Landgraf, Carlsbad PD? Has anybody advised you of your rights yet? No. Okay, so you know you have the right to remain silent, correct?
You need to sit down.
Lean against the truck. We got an ambulance on the way. Hang tight with me, okay?
After both suspects were arrested, officers secured the scene, provided medical care, and conducted a follow-up investigation. Police recovered approximately $8,500 in cash from the driver, and additional cash scattered inside the stolen truck. Philip Ruiz and Daniel Lopez were then charged with armed robbery, conspiracy to commit armed robbery, unlawful taking of a motor vehicle, resisting, evading, or obstructing an officer. As of February 2026, there are no public records indicating a final sentencing or plea deal for this specific case. However, based on New Mexico sentencing guidelines, they face significant prison time if convicted on all charges.
Ma'am, we need to see your papers.
My papers? I'm Navajo. My family has been on this land for thousands of years.
That's not how immigration law works. Show us proof of citizenship or you're coming with us.
This is my ancestral homeland. You're the immigrants here.
Step back from the vehicle. You're being detained.
The posse agents walked up to a Native American woman and demanded she prove she belonged in America. Her people had been on that land for thousands of years before there was an America to belong to. But none of that mattered to the agents who saw brown skin and assumed criminality. What happened that Tuesday morning outside the Shiprock trading post would become a $22.4 million lesson in the cost of ignorance, bias, and federal overreach. It was a clear Tuesday morning in Shiprock, New Mexico. Highway 491 cut through Navajo Nation land, the asphalt hot under the climbing sun. Out here, federal jurisdiction was supposed to respect tribal sovereignty. That morning, 3 IC agents proved they either didn't know that or didn't care. Before we continue, where are you watching from? If this is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button. Stories like these need to be shared, and your support helps us bring more truth to light. Sage Blackwater was doing something completely ordinary when her life was turned upside down. The 38-year-old nurse practitioner had stopped at the trading post on her way home from a night shift at the Indian Health Service clinic in Shiprock. She'd picked up milk, bread, some canned goods for her grandmother, and was loading the bags into the bed of her Ford F-150 when the black SUV with government plates pulled into the parking lot. Sage didn't think much of it at first. Federal vehicles weren't uncommon in this part of the Navajo Nation. Bureau of Indian Affairs, Indian Health Service, various tribal liaisons, they all drove similar vehicles. She continued arranging her groceries, making sure nothing would roll around on the drive to her grandmother's Hogan 15 miles away. But then she noticed the way the three agents approached. Not casual. Not friendly. Purposeful, with that particular kind of aggressive confidence that comes from people who believe their authority is absolute. Agent Warren Foster led the group, his body cam already recording though he hadn't yet activated it officially. Behind him were Agent Jessica Chin and Agent Raymond Burke, both younger, both clearly following Foster's lead. The footage from all three cameras would later become Exhibit A through C in a federal civil rights case that would make legal history. "Excuse me, ma'am," Foster called out, his hand already resting on his belt. "We need to speak with you." Sage looked up, squinting against the sun. "Can I help you?" Foster's eyes scanned her, taking in her long black hair pulled back in a traditional bun, her brown skin, her jeans and t-shirt. His mind had already made its calculation. "We're with Immigration and Customs Enforcement. We need to see your identification and proof of citizenship." The words hung in the desert air like something foreign and absurd. Sage stood there for a moment, genuinely confused. "I'm sorry, what?" "Your papers," Burke chimed in, stepping closer. "Citizenship documentation. We have reason to believe you may be in this country illegally." Sage's confusion shifted into something else. Not fear. Anger. The kind of deep, ancestral anger that comes from generations of being treated like foreigners in your own homeland. "I'm Navajo," she said slowly, deliberately. "My family has been on this land for thousands of years." Chin pulled out a tablet, checking something. "Ma'am, that's not how immigration law works. We need to see documentation proving you're a United States citizen." "You're standing on the Navajo Nation," Sage said, her voice steady but hard. "This is sovereign tribal land. You have no jurisdiction here without tribal permission." Foster's expression hardened. He didn't like being challenged, especially not by someone he'd already decided was probably illegal. His record, which would be thoroughly examined in the lawsuit, showed a pattern of targeting indigenous people throughout the Southwest, operating under the assumption that brown skin and proximity to the border meant undocumented status. "Federal authority supersedes tribal jurisdiction in immigration matters," Foster stated, reciting something he'd been taught but didn't fully understand. "Now I'm going to ask you one more time. Show me your identification." Sage reached slowly into her truck's cab, pulling out her purse. She extracted her driver's license and held it up. "Here. New Mexico driver's license. Issued right here in Farmington." Foster barely glanced at it. "That doesn't prove citizenship. You could have that illegally. We need birth certificate, passport, or naturalization papers." "I don't carry my birth certificate with me to buy groceries," Sage said, her patience wearing thin. "I'm a registered member of the Navajo Nation. I'm a nurse practitioner. I work at the IHS clinic. I'm as American as anyone can be. More American than you, considering my ancestors have been here since time immemorial." Burke's hand moved toward his handcuffs. "Ma'am, you're being uncooperative. If you can't provide proof of citizenship, we have the authority to detain you." A pickup truck pulled into the parking lot, an elderly Navajo man emerging. He saw what was happening and immediately pulled out his phone, starting to record. Within minutes, 2 more vehicles had arrived, drawn by the commotion. The Navajo community had learned long ago to watch out for each other, especially when federal agents were involved. Sage noticed the gathering witnesses and felt a small measure of relief. Whatever happened next would be documented. "I'm telling you right now, you're making a serious mistake. I'm a United States citizen by birth. I'm Native American. My people were here first." Foster was done talking. "Turn around. Hands behind your back." "For what?" Sage's voice rose. "I've shown you my license. I've told you who I am. You have no probable cause to detain me. Failure to provide proof of citizenship, suspicious behavior, and now resisting a lawful detention," Foster said, grabbing her arm. Sage pulled back instinctively. "Don't touch me. This isn't lawful. You're on tribal land without permission. You're violating my rights." But Foster wasn't listening. He forced her arm behind her back and Burke moved in to help. The sound of metal handcuffs clicking shut echoed across the parking lot, and the witnesses gasped. Someone shouted in Navajo words of protest and disbelief. Chin stood back, her body cam capturing everything. Later, in her deposition, she would admit she felt uncomfortable but didn't speak up because Foster was the senior agent and she was still on probation. The elderly man who'd been recording approached. "You can't do this. She's dying. This is our land. You have no right." Foster turned on him. "Sir," Step back or you'll be arrested for interfering with federal officers. Call the tribal police, Sage shouted to the gathering crowd. Call my family. Call everyone. These agents just arrested a Native American woman on tribal land for not carrying a birth certificate to the grocery store. By now, the trading post owner, a white woman named Linda Morrison who'd run the place for 30 years, had come outside. Officers, I know Sage. She's local. She's Navajo. This is crazy. Foster ignored her, guiding Sage toward the SUV. The handcuffs were tight, already leaving marks on her wrists. The desert sun beat down, making the metal hot against her skin. You're making a mistake, Sage said, her voice clear despite the humiliation. A very expensive mistake. They loaded her into the back of the SUV, the door slamming shut with finality. Through the window she could see more people gathering, more phones out, more witnesses to what was happening. The drive to the ICE field office in Farmington took 40 minutes. 40 minutes during which Sage sat in handcuffs, her mind racing. She thought about her grandmother, who'd been born in a hogan with no electricity or running water, who'd survived boarding schools designed to erase her culture, who'd raised 7 children on this land and taught them all to be proud of who they were. She thought about her own daughter, 8 years old, who would come home from school to hear that her mother had been arrested by federal agents for being Native American in her own homeland. The irony wasn't lost on her. She had a master's degree in nursing. She'd served her community for 15 years. She paid taxes. She voted. She'd done everything right according to the standards of the country that had colonized her ancestors' land. And here she was, handcuffed in the back of a government vehicle, being treated like a criminal for having brown skin and shopping at a trading post. When they arrived at the field office, they took her to a holding room. Concrete walls, fluorescent lights, a metal table and chairs bolted to the floor. Foster finally removed the handcuffs, and Sage rubbed her wrists where the skin was raw. Sit, Foster ordered. Sage remained standing. I want my lawyer. I want to contact my tribal council. And I want to know exactly what law you think I've broken. Foster slammed a folder on the table. You failed to provide proof of citizenship when asked by federal officers conducting immigration enforcement. That's enough to hold you while we verify your status. I'm enrolled in the Navajo Nation, Sage said slowly as if explaining to a child. That's a matter of public record. You could have verified it in 5 minutes instead of arresting me. But you didn't because you saw a brown woman and assumed she was illegal. Burke shifted uncomfortably. Even he was starting to realize this might not go the way Foster had planned. Your tribal enrollment doesn't automatically confer U.S. citizenship, Foster said, though he sounded less certain now. Actually it does, Sage countered. The Indian Citizenship Act of 1924 granted citizenship to all Native Americans born in the United States. I was born in Shiprock, New Mexico, which last I checked is still part of the United States. I'm a citizen by birth, and I'm also a member of a sovereign nation that predates your country by thousands of years. The door opened and a supervisor entered, a middle-aged woman named Sharon Gonzalez whose expression suggested she already knew this was a disaster. She'd received a call from the